Right, we are live. Hello everyone, my name is Kieran and welcome to the Crystal Palace versus Manchester United match preview. I'm so excited for this game because the business end of the season, anything can happen, and United only need 3 wins to guarantee themselves top 4. It's going to be nerve-wracking, it's going to be nail-biting, but all Man United fans are along with the ride, and that's the main thing. We're all going to be on the ride together, and we'll sink or we'll swim, and hopefully it's the latter. Hopefully we swim, but you never know. And that is why I love talking to you guys, getting your opinions, and also giving my opinions as well. So, before we get into it, as always, please do leave a like if you aren't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. And I'm looking forward to it, guys. I really am looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be nervy. I think it's going to be tense. But these are the sort of games that you live for as a Manchester United fan, as a football fan in general. So I'm looking forward to it. Welcome True Football, welcome United at the Wheel, and welcome Box. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. And also, by the way, check out United at the Wheel. We'll have him on in a bit to talk about the game. And as you guys as well can call in, I'll give my details about that in just a second, but make sure to check out his channel. His link is in the description down below, and I really want all you guys to go over there and show him some support. So make sure you do check it out in the comment section. The description below. You can see his link there. Make sure you go there and go to his channel because it's some brilliant content on there. So make sure you show him the love in the description down below. And welcome Footy Live, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. So get your comments in as we go through as usual, and let's do this. So firstly, on these previews I like to talk about Crystal Palace, because I like to talk about the opposition first just to get them out of the way. And Palace, they've not been on a good run of form as of late. The last result they had was a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Aston Villa, who, let's be honest, are shocking. Aston Villa are shocking, and they lost 2-0 to them. And I think in their last kind of 5 or 6 games, Villa have struggled. Crystal Palace have struggled. They've really struggled since the restart, I have to say. And this is a sort of game that on paper, if you look at the form of both teams, we should be winning. But obviously, football is not played on paper. It isn't played on paper. And we know that after the Southampton result. That was a crazy finish to the game against Southampton. And hopefully nothing like that happens in this game. But ultimately, we can't take Crystal Palace for granted. They've got some decent players in their squad. Yes, they're playing really poorly at the moment. And I think even Crystal Palace fans will know that and understand that. But Crystal Palace as a team aren't bad. They're not bad. They've got some good players in there. Zaha, of course, the former United player. He can cause problems, and he's been causing defences problems all season. And they could potentially cause an upset, which would be a massive dent in our top 4 hopes. Footy Live and LSR, thanks for joining. He says, hey Kier, how's it hanging, lad? It's hanging well, mate, and I'm going well. Thanks for joining. And Footy Live says, Kieran, I'm free to call in live if you want. Liverpool are losing to Banter FC. Sifon must be happy. Yeah, I know, yeah, he must be absolutely over the moon right now. Obviously, if you guys don't know, the Arsenal fan that usually comes in and has a bit of banter with the people on the live stream. So we might see him tonight. Who knows? We might see Sifon tonight. He's probably watching the game, but we might see him in. But yeah, I'll give you my lineup predictions and score predictions, and then we'll go in to what you guys have to say on the calls. So stay tuned for that. And there we go. Here he is. Sifon has joined us. Arsenal are the best team in Europe right now. Love that, Sifon, mate. I mean, listen, you're ninth, but I'll take it. You know what? I'll give you that. But anyway, we'll move on. But yeah, Palace, for me, the way we can exploit Palace is just on the counter-attack. I think they're really poor when defending the counter-attack, and I think their defence since the restart has been shocking. I'm sorry, it has. The defence since the restart has been really poor, and that is why they've got the results they have. But for me, I think we can really hurt them with the pace we've got up front, and we need to take our chances. That's the main thing. Listen, the reason why we lost against Southampton was basically because we didn't take our chances. Martial had 2 clear-cut chances to score, and he didn't. And Rashford had a chance as well. If we scored those chances, game over. We could have killed the game 3-1, done and dusted. Come on, Crystal Palace, bring it on. But we didn't. We didn't kill the game, and that's what we've been doing in all of our games since the restart, bar the Spurs game. We've been killing games off. We've been ruthless. We've been taking chances. And that's what we need to do in these last 3 games. And unfortunately, against Southampton, we just didn't take all of our chances. And that's saying something considering we scored 2, but we didn't take all our chances. And that is what happened. Loads of people commenting right now. Keep them coming. I will read them in a second. Raymond, thanks for joining, Raymond. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm buzzing for the game. I'm always buzzing for these big games because, as I said at the start, it's what you live for as a football fan. This is the sort of scenario you want to be in. This is it. This is the crunch time. I'd rather be playing for stuff than not playing for stuff. But it is going to be nerve-wracking. It's going to be tight. But I absolutely love it. And I hope you guys are loving it as well. LSR to Scouts will be pissed and want to prove a point against Chelsea. Hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, I'll read a few of your comments now, and then we're going to get into my team prediction. Then, once I get into the team prediction, we will... and my team prediction and score prediction, then we'll have a little bit of a chat with you guys, the callers. So let's see. Box says, are Shaw and Williams both out? I think, actually, it's good news on that front. I actually think that Shaw and Williams are both available for the game. I'm not sure who they're going to play, to be honest. I'm really not. But I think... luckily, Shaw and Williams aren't injured, which is great news, because if they were both injured, we would have been really in trouble. We really would. Massive game, says Raymond. Totally agree, mate. Massive game. Let's go Banner FC, says United will. Yeah, man. Let's go Banner FC. You got to love the Arsenal fans piping up now, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. But yeah, okay. I'm going to get into my lineup prediction. I don't have a graphic for this, because nowadays... there's not really many changes, and I should have done a graphic. I'm going to hold my hands up. I should have done it, but I can reel it off from my head. So hopefully you guys are listening. I'm sure you are. I feel like a school teacher then. But anyway, De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire. Even though there was some calls for Harry Maguire to be dropped after his performance against Southampton, which I thought was a little harsh, and also, he's the captain. He's not going to get dropped, he's the captain. I reckon Lindelof is going to play alongside Maguire, and I think if Luke Shaw and Williams are fit, I think Williams is probably the most likely to play, just because Luke Shaw, he went over on his ankle. They can be nasty injuries. So I think if they're both fit, Williams is probably most likely to play. And then I'm going to go with, obviously, Matic, Bruno and Pogba. The holy trinity in the midfield. And then Greenwood is the big doubt. Greenwood is the one who is probably not going to feature. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his pre-match press conference pretty well confirmed that Greenwood wasn't going to play. So I think Daniel James is going to get a start, which I want to ask you guys what you think about that, the potential for Daniel James to start, and I'll probably be asking all the callers as well. Welcome Asian Gamer and Red Devil Studio. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out Red Devil Studio as well. Really good stuff on G's channel. Make sure you check it out. But yeah, I think... so yeah, Daniel James at right wing, and then Rashford and Martial, both in red hot form at the moment. More so Martial, but Rashford obviously taking his goal very, very well at the weekend, or I think, was it Monday? No, Monday, wasn't it? Against Palace. So we need them to be even more ruthless than they were, because we need to take all of our chances. I think Palace, even though their defence, especially since the restart, has been shaky, you never know. And I'm just feeling that Palace could come up and really cause us problems, and just really want to upset the apple cart, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to get into my score prediction as well. I'm going to go, I can't be too confident after what happened against Southampton. I really can't. But I think it's going to be tight, but I think we can get a 2-0 win against Crystal Palace. Going away to Selhurst Park, there's no fans to be fair, but going away to Selhurst Park is never an easy fixture. But I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes penalty, because the rival fans absolutely love a Manchester United penalty, as you know. And I think Marcus Rashford gets on the score sheet as well. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory And there you go, 2-0 victory to United. That is my prediction. If you think I'm being too positive, let me know in the live chat. If you think I'm being too negative, let me know as well. Make sure you do get your comments in, your predictions in. I'll be reading them out. I'll be reading them out right now. Box says, yes, Daniel James looked bright when he came on. Yeah, there you go, there you go. I hope Daniel James, can really state a case. He's really got a point to prove, because there's a lot of United fans who aren't exactly convinced by what Daniel James has done at the club, especially since the restart. So he's got a massive, massive point to prove, and hopefully that really motivates him. Asian Games is weird bottle jobs. Yeah, I mean, listen, we've got into these positions before, and it does seem a bit like Groundhog Day right now, where we're getting to these positions where we could get Champions League. And listen, as it stands right now, we're still joint fourth. You have to remember that. It's not all doom and gloom. So just keep on, always look on the bright side of life, as they say. Raymond, Luke Shaw is definitely out. Williams should be fine. Footy Live says, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is looking to play Martial, Agallo, Rashford as a front three tomorrow. What's your thoughts? I mean, listen, Agallo, I love Agallo. He seems to score every time he starts. But I just don't see why we're changing that front three. I really don't, because, even though we haven't been as clinical in the Southampton game, we still looked very, very threatening when we did go forward. So we've got to play Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood looks like he's injured, so Daniel James has to play. Siphon says Greenwood did absolutely nothing against Southampton. Saka and Martinelli could have played them alone and won. I'm not even going to give that comment the light of day, mate. I'm not even going to give that comment the light of day. Box says 3-1 United. 2-0 win, says Raymond. Yes, I mean, listen, a win is a win. And also, Sam United has joined the stream. Thanks, Sam. Really appreciate you, mate. Make sure you check out Sam's channel as well. Really good stuff on there. Make sure you check out his preview if you haven't already. But okay, right. So let me just do this. But yeah, keep your comments coming in. Appreciate the support, by the way, Footy Live. Really appreciate it. I see you, man. I see you. But yeah, cheers for. I mean, thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel recently. Really appreciate it, and everyone who supported it, throughout this journey. Really, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. I couldn't, these shows are great because you guys are commenting and leaving your thoughts. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Just need to send a message here. Alright, and we're going to open the phone lines very soon. Box says Arsenal mid-table quali. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're beating Liverpool. They're beating Liverpool right now. So, fair play. I mean, you have to give them a little bit of props. RedDevilWeekly G says, I'd say the Gala offers more than Daniel James. He can hold up the ball and bully defenders. That is one thing that he can do, definitely, that James didn't do. And James did not do that against Southampton when he came on. And maybe we could have held off if he held up the ball for a few more seconds and just. I think Agallo's definitely better at that. But my personal feeling is Solskjaer's probably not going to go down that route. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But now it's time. It's time now to get the calls, and this is the best part of the show. And the first caller is someone is a special occasion for the channel, because it's a first time caller, which is always good. I always looking forward to these ones. A first time caller. So let's see if we can get him on. Hello, mate. Hello, Chucky. How are you doing?
Hi. How are you doing, brother? Good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, mate. You're all looking good. Your channel's popping. I like it. I like all the interaction. I like seeing everyone out here. It's nice.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, as I said, it's all down to these guys in the comments leaving their thoughts. And before we get into it, I just want to say as well, Chucky's channel is in the description, top line of the description down below. Make sure you check it out. Really, really good United content on there. So make sure you do check out his channel and yeah, give him some love over there. But just quickly, Chucky, just explain what you're going to be doing over there in the coming weeks, and hopefully for a long time on your channel. What sort of content are you going to be doing over there?
How you doing? See lots of similar content to. Hello, you still there?
Yeah. Hello.
Another call there for a cut off. You should be seeing similar content to what you got over here, reacting to matches. I'll also be bringing some different things from my own personal life, which is fitness, but just talking about United, bringing up as many videos and hopefully having callers and as much interaction and growing and helping each other grow, helping all these channels grow. We can get our fan voices heard out there. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Make sure you do check him out in the description down below. But great to have you on for the first time, and hopefully not the last time as well. The first thing I want to ask is just in terms of the game in general, how do you think Manchester United should go about getting the 3 points tomorrow?
Well, Manchester United tomorrow, going about getting the 3 points is just going back to basics, basically. Since the restart, excluding the beginning against Tottenham, from then on, we've been looking pretty good, just sticking together. We're going to need Bruno to definitely produce. He was on the par last match, as far as I'm concerned. Pogba, we saw what Pogba did. He made a couple of mistakes, so he owes us a performance as well. As long as more than half the team turn up, I'm confident we'll get the result we need. We just got to keep the ball well, eliminate as many mistakes as possible. So that means we've got to keep an eye out on our guy Maguire, keep an eye out on our guy Lindelof, and make sure they don't make any mistakes. And also our fullbacks as well. So it's going to be a tricky one for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. His last 2 matches haven't been the best, as far as I'm concerned, with his extremely high standards as of late. But as long as he has the better of Wilfried Zaha, I think we should be all right. So eliminate mistakes, keep the ball well, and exercise the pace that we clearly have. I heard you say there that we don't seem to have Mason Greenwood tomorrow. I wasn't aware that he was injured. But if we don't, then, well, it will be Daniel James. I doubt we'll see Igalo, because Igalo is more likely to start on the FA Cup semi-final match at Wembley, which is what he's been getting given lately. So more likely to see him there, I believe. So it would more likely be Daniel James. Daniel James lately, he's looking happier, seeing him dancing on Instagram and what have you not. So hopefully he's dancing after a goal on the pitch. But from Daniel James, we need to see better footballing IQ. He runs, keeps his head down, gets into the final pass places, but then he needs to see the final pass a little bit quicker, a little bit better quality. If we get that from him, he'll show a lot. As far as something to prove, though, I don't feel he has too much to prove. He's just come from the Championship. He's settling in. What we're seeing now is what we should be seeing for Daniel James, which is him coming into matches here and there, not giving such a big role and such a big responsibility to start with, despite being an international himself. So, but from Daniel James, I expect he's going to want to score. He's hungry for a goal. You can tell, because he'll believe, from what things that Ole is saying, as long as he keeps scoring, which is what Greenwood's doing, and he gets himself a goal, keeps scoring, he'll keep himself in that squad, and that's the way it should be. Perform and you get the rewards. That's how I see it. But yeah, what else you have to say?
Yeah, we made really good points there, and I think with Daniel James, I agree that I think sometimes he gets a lot, some unfair criticism. I think he's only 21 years old. We signed him for very little money in terms of what we usually pay for players, and he came from the Championship. Like, I don't think he was really expecting to play as many games as he has this season, and I don't think United fans were expecting him to play as many games as he has this season so far. I think we shouldn't put too much pressure on him. He's still young, and I still believe he can become a very useful player for us. But in terms of like any other rotation, because obviously we've got the semi-final of the FA Cup coming up, and we've got games coming thick and fast towards the end of the season. Do you think Solskjaer will potentially look to rotate any of the midfielders, maybe give McTominay a game, or do you think other than Daniel James, he'll probably keep the rest of the team the same?
I don't think Ollie's going to rotate anything if he can avoid it. He's not. I don't think so. And I think it's the right thing to do. It might seem a bit harsh, but it's setting in the United way, which is you put in the right performance, you put in your strongest team, you go out to win every match. We haven't got the luxury of having the games as thick as fast, even though they're kind of in close proximity at the moment. It's not as thick as fast as it would be, including the whole travelling to foreign countries if we had the UEFA Cup or Europa League, whatever you want to call it, mixed up in the whole shebang. So I don't think it's going to rotate too much, and it sets a good precedent down for the players to know that the best team is going to turn up. So hopefully the best Man United is going to turn up. So they know you can't really take your eye off the ball. You got to show up and turn up. So I think he's not going to rotate too much if he can avoid it. When it comes to the Chelsea match now, that's different. I feel he might think about rotating there. Maybe not too much to try and pull out a stronger team, but there are people who are desperate for a match who deserve a match, as in the likes of your Fred. He's been getting on, but as we see, Fred is a rhythm player, so he needs a run of games to see the best of him. McTominay definitely deserves a game. He's not done anything wrong, really, so we might see him as well in the Chelsea match, but I believe that's where we're more likely to see rotations.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think obviously right now it's obviously about just kind of balancing what's more important. You've got the FA Cup semi-final, a potential chance to win a cup, but I think most United fans would probably say winning or getting into the Champions League, especially after having a season without it, is a massive. It is really the thing we're going for this season, especially with the potential for Jadon Sancho as well to come in. If we don't have Champions League, what does it mean for that deal as well? So all those questions, of course, are going to be asked on this very nervy ride towards the end of the season. But I'm glad that you guys are all along with us. But the final question I want to ask you, Chucky, is your score prediction for the game. How do you see it going?
Prediction. This is
it's a big one. It's a big one. Yeah. Who? And also, if you can, who do you see potentially scoring the goals?
Score prediction. It's a hard one because I'm not definite of the lineup yet. I usually know, but it might sound strange to other people. I look at the players on the day. I look at the manager on the day. I just read the attitude and kind of read that. So I'll know better tomorrow. But in my brain, it's either we beat them 2-3-0 or they get a goal and they get hammered 4-1 and they get that fresh slapping that they deserve and we get back to our 3-game advantage lead and we deal with teams properly. Not like these Arsenal, fam man, you get me blood fam blood. Not like them man, Bantam FC. You get me? Not like them joke man anyway. So hopefully we slap teams properly and do what we're supposed to do. So it's either 4-1 or 2-3-0. That's the way I see it. As long as we eliminate mistakes, I don't see many goals going in against us. Hopefully not any, but we'll see. That's my prediction. The scorers, Rashford, he's on a groove. He's had 2 goals disallowed in the last 3 matches. He scored in the match just gone. He had a penalty not too long ago, so he knows where the goal is now. So I see Rashford getting on the score sheet. I see Martial getting on the score sheet. And, Bruno does Bruno things. Bruno, stat padder from Sporting. Just like Cristiano, no joke. So, yeah. He's going to get himself a nice little assist or a nice little goal there because he's desperate for it and he let himself down slightly and he's got very, very, very high standards. So those are how I see it. I know there's a goal still floating around there. I said maybe 4-1. So if there is another goal there, let's just give someone the double. Let's give it to Martial. Let's give Martial a double. Rashford and Bruno. There we go.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'd take a 1-0 every day. Just 3 points. Doesn't matter who scores the goal. Anyone. But yeah,
anything. I would take absolutely. I just want the victory. And also, as far as our priorities, I don't have a priority. I want to win everything. I remember I've been a Man United fan for so many years, and that's all I knew up until our father Ferguson when he left us into retirement. And then, but since then, it's been painful. Yeah. I think priority should be everything, win every match. So yeah, I expect a victory tomorrow, and hopefully Leicester go and drop some points there as well, and the goal difference gets turned around, and we're right behind Chelsea, and hopefully Liverpool want to show they're not bottle jobs in the sense of reaching that 100-point mark. So see what they've got to offer. See how much they fancy themselves. See what kind of champions they are. One trophy to play for this season, all season. So at least get higher marks in far as points are concerned. Let's see what they've got to offer. So hopefully they slap Chelsea for us. Anyway, let me stop taking up the time of everyone else.
No, mate. Everyone's absolutely loving it, mate. Trust me. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it. And make sure you do check out his channel in the description down below. You'll get more just entertaining stuff like that on the channel, so make sure you do check him out in the description down below. Thanks for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it. And you're always free to come on whenever you want, mate.
Thank you. All right, love you all, man. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. United.
Thank you very much for coming on, Chucky. Appreciate it, man.
Bye.
There you are, mate. There you go, lads. There you go. What a legend he is. What an absolute... And make sure you check out his channel in the description down below. Show him some love. If you loved what he said there and loved the energy and the passion, check him out in the description down below. But loads of comments coming in. TTX, thanks for joining. Issa, thanks for joining as well. And I'm O'Hersey. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Just going to read a few comments before we take the next caller, because loads of you guys have wanted to, comment and stuff. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. But yeah, some great points made there, got to say. But as I said, any 3 points, doesn't matter who scores, doesn't matter when, doesn't matter if it's off someone's arse in the 90th minute. It doesn't matter as long as we get the 3 points. Sam says, problem with Dan James that he doesn't suit playing against teams like Palace that will sit deep. He's better playing on the counter side. I feel like that's a good point. I think Daniel James, with his pace, can run at tired legs. That's why I feel like he's much better coming off the bench. But maybe needs must with Daniel James. I'm a Hersey says Rashford is shooting accuracy -90 must improve. How do you have -90 shooting accuracy? But yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, listen. Shooting accuracy. I mean, look, he took his goal really well. You have to say Rashford took his goal very, very well yesterday. So, I hope he continues his good form. I hope he continues his good form in terms of finding the back of the net. TCX is hopefully win tomorrow after a disappointing night the other day. Exactly, we need to win, mate, and we need to win. And Issa says, hey, Kieran, home for an improvement tomorrow. I reckon we'll be more clinical and aggressive, but we need a win. Up the Red Devils. Yes, Issa, I totally agree. Summed up what most of us are feeling. Let's see, any more comments here? Keep your comments coming in, guys. Even when we've got the callers on, I am reading the comments, so don't worry about that. Let's see. RedDevilWeekly Series says Greenwood is a fitness doubt. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if he's 100% out of the game, but I think he is. He's probably. I think a fitness doubt is probably more kind of accurate. As I said, I'm not a doctor, and to be honest with you, that's what I got from Solskjaer's press conference. But again, you don't know. The banter in the live chat as well is flowing nicely. Right, let me get Discord open. Because I did see, by the way, Casim, you were calling in, and I'd love to have you on, mate. I think I saw that Tom did say he wanted to come on first, so I'm going to get Tom on first, and then right, where is it? I'm on the right one. Yeah, okay. Let's give Tom a call. Because I did see, I think he asked first, and then we'll get Casim on, and then we'll see where we are from there. But as I said, make sure you keep liking, keep subscribing, and check out the channel in the description down below, Chucky's channel as well. Make sure you check it out in the description. Really, really good stuff on there. But yeah, Tom, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on as usual, mate. Always good to have you on, and let's get into it. Let's get into the questions. Firstly, same thing I asked Chucky there. How should Man United go about getting the 3 points tomorrow?
Well, like you said, if it has to come off somebody's arse or whatever, then so long as we just get the goals and get the 3 points, I don't care how we do it, to be honest with you. If it's a deflection, a penalty, if it goes in off of an own goal, whatever we have to do is get the 3 points. Just go out there and get it, really. And from the perspective of the way we played Southampton, there was a couple of players who let the team down for me. I think Pogba needs to be a bit more switched on defensively. I don't think he got the call. Maybe that might be an excuse, but there's no excuse to just get absolutely destroyed by somebody who's you're twice the size of, he got done by Danny Ings. He's probably twice the size of it. He's twice the size of him. And he got tackled. So I think defensively we need to be switched on. Palace, like you said, I do see more of a counter-attacking team, and I think they're going to do a bit more like what Aston Villa did. They're going to try and rely on set pieces. And if that doesn't work, if we send too many people forward, like Pogba, for example, then it's going to affect the way they're going to counter-attack on us, so we might play into the hands a little bit. We need a reaction. I think we need a massive reaction. Some of the players, I agree with what Chucky just said when he come on. Bruno was below par for me. He has been in the last 2 games. I know he scored against Villa, but, it was a penalty. Obviously, the controversy there, but it happened, so we moved on. We got the 3 points there. But I don't think he's been that influential, really. Yeah, he's got like the assists and stuff, but I mean, overall in the game, not like goal involvements, as in like his passing hasn't been like massively on point in recent weeks, and I think that's something that Solskjaer will try and get through to him, really. But if we're talking about it from a Palace perspective, this exact same with what I said about Southampton. You know, Van Aanholt, I'd definitely try and pressurise him as much as you can, really, because he likes to go for. He's more used to going forward. He's an attacking fullback. He's not as defensively rounded. You know, I see him more like a bit of a Robertson. Really, Robertson's quite decent going forward. Can put balls in the box, but if he goes too far forward, he can get caught out. And you know, that with Liverpool tonight, with chuffing Arsenal, wow. You know, I think it's a massive culture shock. You know, it's 2 mistakes and they've been punished.
Yeah.
And I think they've had to be fair, I'm not going to discredit what Liverpool's done this season, but I think they have had a fair amount of luck, to be honest with you. You know, Trent shouldn't even be on the field tonight. He's gone straight into, I think it was Saka's shin. You know, it was a bit like the Romeo challenge on Greenwood, and we'll get onto that obviously with Greenwood. Apparently, with Greenwood, actually, I'll just update on this. With the actual injury, he's got a swollen ankle. That's the problem. It's the exact same injury as Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is a doubt for tomorrow, yes, but it's the exact same injury as Shaw. However, it looks as if Greenwood's injury is a lot more severe. As in, it's like a massive thing, whereas with Luke Shaw's injury, it's only near like the bottom part of his ankle, whereas Greenwood's is more bang on like centrepiece, which is the problem. When you go over on your ankle, I know this just from a medical perspective, because I've done a medical course a couple of years ago and everything, and when you actually go over and you roll your ankle, it only clips either the top or the bottom part of your ankle, whereas with Greenwood, Romeo's gone in with the full end of his boot straight into his ankle, which has hit him bang in the centre, if you get what I mean by that, rather than hitting him on the top or the bottom. So that's more severe. Personally, I don't think Greenwood will play tomorrow, but obviously we'll get into the team selection and that. But you know, I think Ole needs to set the team up. He needs reaction from the players. You know, I definitely think, you know, Chelsea are looking shaky. You know, they only won 1-0 against Norwich. Norwich were already relegated. You know, exactly. I think that's major concerns for Chelsea. Coming up against Liverpool, well, you never know, Liverpool might actually get battered there playing against Chelsea. And they're losing to Arsenal, Banter FC, but, you know, so it depends what team will ship out there. And obviously, Wolves at the end of the season, so we'll just see. But we need other results to go in his favour, really.
Yeah, that's the problem. Obviously, the fact that we're outside the top 4, the fact that we're chasing the moment, that you know we do have to kind of hope other results go away.
We are out of the. We're not in 4th place, but we are on the. People got to think we are on the same points as Leicester. We're only missing out on goal difference, and that's only, I think, 4 or 5 goals. So, and if we keep beating teams like we are 3-0, you know, that's going to rack up a bit. And maybe Sheffield United will do us a job tomorrow. You know, who knows?
You'd hope so, yeah.
But, you know, Leicester's got some really hard games. Sheffield United at home. They've got to go away to Tottenham, and then they've got to play us at the end of the season. You know, there's 3 games there that they could easily lose if they don't set up right.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I think, you know, it's going to be tight, and all these kind of different permutations, different kind of combinations of results, in the end, for Manchester United, are meaningless right now. We've got to just focus on our own job. If we win our next 3 games, we will finish in the top 4, and that's all we've got to focus on. And I mean, some people were suggesting that after the Southampton result, maybe the other results were getting, you know, putting the pressure on the players, and I didn't see it as if it was a physical problem. We weren't at the race because we weren't fit enough or we didn't fight hard enough.
Southampton deserves something out of the game. Everybody said that. You know, if you couldn't see that, then I think you need to go to Specsavers or something, to be honest with you. Because they absolutely played us in the last 20 minutes. You know, if that was the other end with Man United, I'd be very disappointed if we came away with a loss. If we didn't come away with at least a point. But, you know, I think... I don't think Ole will want... I don't think he's the type of manager who's going to say to his players, right, we need a win because we're chasing the top four. He's not going to be filling his players with that because that's going to just put doubt in your head. And I said on the preview for the other game, just lock them in the room and everything. Don't even let them know the other results because it's just going to put more pressure on them than there needs to be. Palace away, it's not been easy the last couple of years. I know we've won. We won there 3-2, and that was a last-minute wonder goal from Matic. That won us that. We won there last year 3-1. That was thanks to a Lukaku brace. You know, but I think we need to just watch the counter-attack. That's the main key with Palace. Just watch the counter-attack, really.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think, listen, Palace have got players that could potentially hurt us. I think, obviously, their form right now is not good. I think they haven't won in their last 6, I believe. I mean, since the restart, they've been really, really poor. But you never know. They're a team that could definitely cause an upset. They obviously nearly got a draw against Chelsea. They got quite unlucky to not at least get a point out of that game. So we've got to be wary. But I want to ask you, Tom, finally, what is your prediction, your score prediction going into this game?
Do you want me to give my team as well, and if I'd make any changes?
Oh, go on. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, I think there will be changes. I don't think he'll throw Luke Shaw in there or Williams just because of the severity of the injuries. Williams has got a massive cut over his eye, and having that taped up, he might not be able to see as well. So that might be a problem. Exactly the same with if he has to head the ball. That's going to be a major concern if it busts open again. So I don't think he'll play. I don't think Shaw will play just as a precaution. So you've got to bring in a full-back. Well, it's like where you can go two ways about it. You can put in a major doubter, which is might get exposed by Palace in playing Diogo Dalot, which I don't think a lot of people is going to really want to do. Or there's a second way of going about it. You can shift Lindelof over to left-back, where he's proved that he can play there for a considerable amount of time, and then just put Eric Bailly at centre-back. But obviously there's a doubt with that because of what happened against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But you know, there's always going to be doubts in the team. So I'd probably say De Gea in that. I'd probably say Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. I'd freshen the midfield up. I'd put... I think McTominay suits the game. They've got a big bolstering midfielder in there in Milivojevic, who you've got to combat. I think Matic would suit it, but I just think he looked really tired against the Southampton game, and that's only been a couple of days ago. You know, and I don't think he does. I don't think Matic has done nothing wrong for me. I don't think, you know, he's played bad enough to get dropped. No, it's just a fitness thing, really. That's the only reason why. And I think McTominay, his youthness and that bit more added pace will suit the game a bit more for me. So I'd play McTominay next to Pogba, and then just let Pogba advance forward more in the game with Fernandes. And personally, I can't remember who commented it in the chat who said about Daniel James doesn't suit the game. I totally agree with that. Palace are going to sit back and want us to go at them. So I don't think Daniel James's pace is really going to suit that, really. He's more of a counter-attacking player. And maybe if we're 2 or 3-0 up, bring him on, hit him on the counter-attack and stuff. But if I'm being honest, I would go with what I've actually heard with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's not said it, but it looks as if, because of the doubt with Mason Greenwood that I've said about and everything I've gone into detail about the injury, he won't even be on the bench. I think that's out of the question. So I think what he'll do is he'll probably play Martial off of the left because he's got a couple of goals there. This like from the restart, he scored that amazing goal against Bournemouth. That was from cutting in off the left-hand side. And then he got the goal against Southampton cutting in off the left-hand side. So there's 2 proven goals there why he can play on that side. I do think Igalo suits the game because he can hold the ball up. He's good in the box. You know, you saw that against Lask. Yeah, it's not an amazing opponent, but you know, on a European stage, you just hold the ball and just cause defenders problems. Defenders are going to panic. So there you go. And then I'd probably stick Rashford on the right wing. And is just to sum it up and everything.
Go on.
In terms of score prediction and who scores, I'm going to go. I personally, I want to get a clean sheet tomorrow night, sir. I'd want to get a clean sheet just for the defence because it has looked a little bit shaky in recent weeks. Bournemouth wasn't a good example, and Southampton, the defending in the last minute wasn't a good example. So I think they need to make up for lost time, really, in that sense. So I'd take a clean sheet tomorrow. I think I'll go with what you said. I'll go for a bog standard, just 2-0, ride the game out, get the 3 points, get home back to Manchester and prepare for the next game, which is the FA Cup against Chelsea. But, I think just in terms of scorers, do you know what I'll say? I'll go for Igalo to score if he plays tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll go for him to score, and I'll go for my man again, Pogba. I'll go for Pogba to score tomorrow.
I like that.
See Thunder will strike twice, or is the saying lightning?
Yeah, same thing. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Igalo scoring is just. I mean, every time Igalo scores, it's just so good, man. Especially,
and he showcases what United's all about. You know,
exactly.
His dreams have been made up in a couple of months, really.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
yeah, exactly. He wanted to come here since he was a little kid. He's supporting Manchester United, and just the fact as well, like all the doubters when he came in, every time he scores, it's just so.
Nobody can doubt him at the moment. He's not really put a foot wrong for me.
No. But Tom, mate, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you giving your thoughts. And yeah,
no problem, man.
Hopefully, we're talking after the game, and we're all happy.
Yeah, everybody. By the way, everybody in the chat and everything, like and share the video, and also subscribe to Red Devil Weekly. Kieran's an amazing host, great guy. So give him a sub, guys. Definitely deserves your support.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. I mean, it's you guys that make the channel, and yeah, really appreciate your support. But thank you, Tom, as always, man. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Yeah,
man. See you later.
See you, man. Lovely from Tom. What a man he is. But yeah, I mean, as I said, you guys are the one that makes it. You know, I'm just the one that turns on the camera and talks. You guys are the one that turn up every stream and give your opinions. And yeah, one thing I do want to say, I've been watching the live chat, and it's getting a little bit heated right now. You know, let's keep it nice. Let's keep it nice, guys. We've got a nice community here. I don't mind debate. I'm happy with free debate, and I'm happy with you guys to have, you know, free speech and everything. I'm happy with that. But you know, let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil, guys. I'm going to read your comments now before I get into the next one. I think we might only have one more call before the end. A few questions here which you guys can be stewing over. Well, firstly, TTX says De Gea looks like he needs to be replaced. Donnarumma or Andre Lunin. I'll tell you what. I think that is quite a popular opinion at the moment, especially with David De Gea's. I'm not going to say poor form, because I don't think he's been poor, but he hasn't been the best, especially since this restart. We've had a few mistakes. But maybe it's coming to that time, and I think Dean Henderson is the main one that a lot of people are talking about right now as a replacement. So yeah, let us know who would you replace David De Gea with. Preying Slices, what do you guys reckon with the success would be success next season for United? That's a good question, really good question. For me, I'd say at least qualifying for Champions League and a trophy, really. But we should always be looking for progress, and as long as we get into the Champions League and show progress, I think that's what we want. Sammy and I, what players from Palace would everyone take at United? G replies Zaha. I think for me, I would agree. I think Zaha realistically is the only player of that sort of quality. But if you guys have got any suggestions, let us know. TTX's top 4 is a minimum this season, and next season I would expect top 2 or title challenge. Took the words straight out of my mouth, mate. Took the words straight out of my mouth. you know how they will. Everyone wants to slice United. Exactly, mate. It's great. It's great being a United fan. We're coming back to being one of the most, if not the most hated club. I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, Sam says Igalo will no doubt score if he starts. He can't help but score. Exactly. It's mental. Absolutely mental. But yeah, exactly. As I said, it's so good. It's so good when he scores, man. So good. But as I said in all these calls and just this stream in general, it does not matter how we get the 3 points as long as we do it. And TCX says you take Van Aanholt. Not a bad shout. I think, I don't know, like, I feel, as I said, like, it's not a bad shout. I do feel like with Luke Shaw, we haven't got, I think our fullbacks are just about better than him, but hey, it's your opinion and that's all that matters. But anyway, we're going to take the call. I'm going to let Kasim on because he's been waiting patiently to come on. So we'll get him on. And let's see what he's got to say. Pretty excited that Igalo is generally top 5 strikers in the league. Well, I'm not sure I'd go that far, but I love where you're coming from, mate. I love where you're coming from. I mean, listen, Igalo's stats this season of games he started are crazy. He seems to score every time he started. So if he started, maybe you get the all-important goal for us. And that, obviously, as I said, doesn't matter how we get the win as long as we get the win. But yeah, hold on. Oh, he's not online. What? Okay, we'll try again. Oh, no, he's calling. Right, cool. We'll get him on. We'll see what Kasim has got to say. But Kasim, mate, true. Yeah, Kasim, sorry about that. Yeah, Kasim, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming on, as always, mate. Really appreciate it. Let's hear your thoughts. How do you think United should go about beating Crystal Palace on Thursday night?
I don't want to burst anyone's bottles, but I'm not feeling great.
Oh.
I don't. This is how this club's gone, man. Like, I know we've been on about top 4, but I don't want to fight for top 4. I've never seen United win a Premier League. Now, hopefully, I can see United win a Premier League in my lifetime. But this team is nowhere close winning it. Like, people need to understand, right? These are deluded fans that are saying Manchester United will win a Premier League in the next, 3 years. I said it, but I realised not. I said that whoever thinks Manchester United will win the league next season is smoking crack. Because you are. You are smoking crack if you think we're going to win the league next season. Bro, like Liverpool, Man City will slap us up. Easy. We're not that team yet. We're not that team that can just boss another team off the park. We're a Manchester United football club. We're an attacking unit. We attack teams till minute 1 to minute 90. We go for it. I'm watching this on the screen, Liverpool, Arsenal, right? Even though Liverpool not their best, right? I'd rather be where they are. They show fight, they show passion till the 90th minute. Those bloody bottle jobs on Monday didn't do that. Now, I didn't do a preview on my channel, which I deleted now because there's some issues. So I just have a general football channel now, True Football. But I don't want to come on tomorrow on my channel and rant. I don't. I have no for that. I have no time to come on your and rant as well. Because there's no point. There's no point with this football club moaning and all that. Just be consistent. And I agree with Tom, bro, because you should not just ban them off their phones. Those players are an absolute disgrace, man. This player's absolute disgrace, man. I don't know why United fans are positive still. We should be absolutely hammering those players. We're hammering those players. You've had enough time to be match fit. This is not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. This is the Manchester United players' fault. The absolute disgrace. The bunch of them. I don't know. Everyone's probably going to be shocked in the chat though. But I'm right. I'm always right. I've said it so many times. Manchester United will not win a Premier League title next season. They'll not win it. They're not going to win the season after either. We need a total rebuild. Like Bruno Fernandes is a very good. Oh, he's missed. There's. We're not gonna be at that level yet, man. I don't know why. Even though we have Bruno and we're probably gonna get Sancho, you need a good bench. You need good reserves. This is what I'm saying. People are not looking at the bigger picture here. People are not being realistic. People are not, that smart. Personally, they're not that intelligent about football. And, Kieran, let me know, man. I don't. If you look, I don't know. I don't want to burst anyone's bottle.
That's your opinion, mate. Don't worry about it. Whatever you think.
But I don't know. Maybe it's because I've got a sore head today. I don't know. But I don't feel Manchester United. I'm not up for the game tomorrow. I'm really not up for it. I'm not up for the games because I was up for the Southampton game, but I don't know why. I'm just not up for the game tomorrow personally. But I'll give my predictions and that. But I'm not up for the game.
Do you think? But I mean, obviously you said there that you think we need like a massive rebuild. And to be fair, I personally do think that it's going to be difficult for us to win a league title next season. I think even if we were to bring in 3 or 4 players, I think we might be able to challenge. But I think a league title, but it will be difficult. But I think a lot of United fans, if they really were honest with themselves,
if we brought in 3 or 4 players, we'll be solid and comfortable in 3rd place. Man City will be better than us. Liverpool will be better than us. We need to hope. If City never got their ban overturned, then I'd be more confident. But it just ruined me. Man City's ban never got overturned. But now we have to, we have to move on. We have to, be Manchester United. And you know what? I'd rather City's ban never got. I'd rather City's ban got overturned because I want a real challenge. Because I want to look back at, Manchester United fan, me. I want to look back at my time and say, look at that Manchester United team that won the Premier League with Man City, Liverpool, and with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Look at these people criticizing Ole and saying that, he's not good enough. Even I said it. I'll be happy, man. I'm definitely going to be happy if that happens. Do I think it will happen? Yes, I do. I do think we'll win a league title in the next probably 5 years. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, we have to move on. We have to play good football, and let's hope that we're back at the new camp, Champions League, hopefully next season.
Yeah, well, I hope so, man. To be fair, getting Champions League football is a massive, massive step towards in this rebuild. I think obviously, if you look at the Solskjaer rebuild, we started it halfway through last season, and if we do get Champions League from the position where we were and the way we're playing right now, you've got to say that does show progression. And if we get into the Champions League, that's almost stage 2 of the rebuild. Getting back into the Champions League, then we can bring in more players and strengthen our squad even more. And obviously, right now, after that Southampton result, I can see why you'd feel like it's a bit like Groundhog Day. We're going into it again. We're missing out on. We're not taking our chances when we get them. Chelsea have given us so many chances to overtake them this season. And even last season, it was the same thing. Chelsea gave us so many opportunities to overtake them, and we
Arsenal,
didn't.
Yeah.
But, it is frustrating.
I wanna
go on
about I don't know if this is the perfect time to say it's not. Well, it is football related. I want to get your thoughts on. Of course, it came out. I think last night when it was midnight. I was watching Football Terrace.
Right.
And the news came out from Arsenal Fan TV about Claude being racist towards Heung-min Son in that.
I've seen that, yeah.
I don't know if you watch AFTV, but I wanna see your thoughts, and then I'll just want to reply. But before we get into the juicy bits, I want to see your reply, bro.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't really, I'm not one to comment really on like political stuff, and obviously all that's gone on with Claude and that. It's I don't know. I think
it's that.
It's hard. It's hard. It's a hard
I don't
one.
think.
What do you think?
I don't think he meant. Of course, I'm a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not black though, but I hate racism. We hopefully kick out. I don't condone his actions, but I personally think he didn't mean it. I think he was just here at the moment. That's it. I don't think he actually meant it. But today, we also had a situation with troops from AFTV also saying that about Harry Kane, that they're not. I think it was a situation in the game where he didn't, he made a challenge, didn't get booked, and he said he never got booked because he's white. Now that's wrong, but it's not racist because lots of people that are part of the kick it out movement have been saying that's not racist. So, but I just don't. I think people need to understand that. Just don't be racist, man. Just don't be racist, bro. Like it's not cool. We need to kick this out. It's just ruining the game, bro. It's making people's lives harder. It's, even a threat to people's lives, racism is. And, flipping hate it, bro. I absolutely hate racism. Just kick it out, man. And hopefully we fucking kick it out and we just, move on. But I'm very confident with the people we've got, and of course the United fan base. We've got the United viewers in your chat. Even the Arsenal fan. We've got so many nice people in the chat and all that, and hopefully in the future we'll kick racism out. So that's my say on it.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I agree with what you said there. Exactly. Listen, it's horrible, isn't it? But
yeah,
it's all about education. It's all about just change. And as I said, I can't sit here and say I'm an expert and say I know how to defeat it, because I'm not an expert. But it's just, I mean, we just have to remember we're all one. We're all kind of one group of people. We're all together. I don't know why there should be any sort of divide. I don't know why there should be any sort of animosity towards anyone about anything. Like, we're all human beings. We're all on this planet together, and I don't understand any sort of discrimination. But again, this conversation's probably for another time. But it's obviously very, very good points. Finally, just I mean, obviously you'll probably want to do a preview for this game, but
no, I'm not, because my channel and that got bad because all my files and that just went off. So I just started a new channel, True Football. So I just do like general football and that. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna get equipment and that and just edit my thumbnails and all that. But for now, it's just gonna be face cam. So I guess it's gonna be fan cams now for you.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Sounds good. And yeah, we'll sort that out.
I'll preview it because I'm not doing it. So yeah, I'll get to my lineup and that.
Yeah, take us through your lineup and then your score prediction as well.
Okay. I think personally De Gea goals because even though he has made some mistakes, but he's our best goalkeeper, so that's why I put him in. Right back, I'm gonna play Delo at right back. That's what I'm saying. Centre backs, I'm gonna play Bernard from the youth setup, and I'm gonna play Eric Bailly. My take on Harry Maguire now. Don't think he's good enough personally. So I play him. Left back, I'm gonna play Ethan Laird. So Wan-Bissaka's dropped.
Ethan Laird.
Yeah, from the youth setup as well. Midfield 3, I'm going to go with Pogba, Matic, Bruno. obvious reasons. And then I'm going to go with the front three of Gallo, Martial, and your boy, the GOAT, Rash.
There you go. I like that team. I like that team a lot. I think that's a decent side. Score prediction, mate.
I mean, it's youth. Okay. I'm gonna say 2-1 Palace.
Kasim, I can't believe you've done that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, mate. Yeah, well, I think to be fair, after that Southampton result, I'm not ruling Palace out. I'm not ruling Palace out. I think you never know.
I think
because obviously, like even though they're playing poorly at the moment, you could imagine them turning up against us. You really could. But yeah, hope. Yeah.
I think Palace personally will just come out and just beat us. I'm not confident, and if Palace do beat us, then all this hype for nothing, man. It's all this hype for nothing. But hopefully we'll win. Hopefully, but I'm not getting my hopes up. That's why I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Palace win.
2-1 Palace win.
Yeah.
I mean, with respect, I hope your prediction doesn't come true. But anyway, mate, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it as always. And make sure to check out his channel as well. Good stuff on there. But yeah, cheers for coming on, mate. Appreciate it as always.
Subscribe to Red Devil Weekly, bro. Everyone, man.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. There we go. That was Kasim's thoughts. 2-1 defeat. I think it's one of the first times in ages we've had a score prediction of a defeat. But it's his opinion. That's all that matters, really. Welcome, Johns. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate Johns Mingni. He says 3-0 United win. I love that from you, Johns, mate. I love that. Quality. I'll take any win, but a 3-0 win would be absolutely beautiful. I'm going to read out a few of the comments here, and then we'll probably call it a day. Because we have been live for over an hour now, which is great. I love these long streams as well. Liam, thanks for joining, mate. Liam, appreciate it. He says, hi, mate. My prediction is 3-0 United. I think we'll win this game comfortably, and I hope Leicester drop points against my goal. Again, my goal scorers are Greenwood, Martial, and Bruno Fernandes. Listen, I mean, look, if Greenwood plays, which I'm not sure if he will, if he gets a goal after pretty much being injured, that is mental. That is ridiculous. But unfortunately, I don't think Greenwood's going to play in this game, or he might feature as a sub, maybe. I don't know, but I don't think he's going to start. But I'll take a 3-0 win any day of the week. 3-0 clean sheet. We need to try and find that momentum again for these last few games. It's crunch time of the season right now. Sam says, I agree, we need better squad depth, but I don't think we're that far away. Sancho, a creative centre mid, and a centre back, and I think we're getting close to seeing Liverpool. And Arsenal have won. How have they done that? Arsenal has actually won. Jeez, man. They've beaten Liverpool. That's a big result. Well, I say it's a big result. You're not any closer to Europe, really, but to be fair, I mean, give fair play for beating this Liverpool team, one of the best Liverpool teams of all time, and they've been beaten by Arsenal. So, what can you say anyway? I think that's a good way to end. Slaying Liverpool is always a good way to end. But thanks to everyone else who's been watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you do check out United at the Wheel in the description down below. All of you guys that are watching right now, go over to his channel and subscribe and show him the love, and some great content to come on there. And also all the other channels that I've mentioned, Red Devil Studio as well, and True Football. Go check out True Football as well. Kasim on the call there just now. But guys, thank you so much to everyone who has been watching as always. Really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow after the game for the match review. I'm hoping we can get the 3 points. It's a big 3 points if we can get it. I do think it's going to be nervy. It's going to be tense. But this is what it's like when you're going for something. This is what it's like when you're chasing something. So enjoy the ride. But anyway, guys, and Sam United, by the way. Check out Sam United. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, as always. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And hopefully by this time tomorrow, we're in 4th place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.